speaking of far worse, I saw Expendables. And I'm not going to be calling it Expendables 4. It is Expendables. That's how they spelled it. That's how I'm saying it. Now, I did not see Expendables 3, and I hadn't even realized it was 9 years since that came out. I thought it was, like, more recent than that, but, like, these people are even old. Jeez. Like, when the first Expendables came out, the cast was super old. Like, the idea for the original Expendables was bringing back all of the 80s muscle men action heroes to do a big, like, Avengers-style team-up. I mean, they even got Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first movie back when he was still governor. But most of the cast of the original just aren't even in this one. Sylvester Stallone is barely in this movie. It's mostly just a Jason Statham vehicle, and we've already had The Meg 2 this season, so like, if you're looking for a Jason Statham action movie, I would say go watch The Meg 2. It's definitely got better CGI than this one. The CGI in this movie is atrocious. At least in the night shots, it's less noticeable, but on the day shots, you can clearly see that everybody is on the soundstage. A lot of the VFX look wet, and by wet, if you've ever seen like Corridor Crew, when they're talking about VFX, wet is like a very unfinished VFX shot, where, you know, you haven't done the final passes with, you know, better lighting and everything like that. It looks like you're looking at just a video game render for like the helicopters and the jeeps and everything like that. It looks really bad. I don't know what the budget for this movie was, but oof, it's bad. And the action itself, because like you have to talk about the action because the characters don't matter in this movie. There's really not much action here. Unfortunately, I mean, there's a lot of action in the movie, but it's not good action. It follows the Western style direction of how you do action, where it's a punch, punch, cut, punch, punch, cut, punch, cut, punch, cut. You don't let the fights actually exist in a physical space. You don't get to see the actors showing off their chops, with the exception of Tony Jaa, who was in Ong Bak. Tony Jaa is a Muay Thai martial artist. He knows how to do a fight, and so he gets a really cool knife fight. That's probably the one part of the movie where I was genuinely entertained by the action. But none of the characters in this movie are memorable. Like, they don't have most of the, you know, the cast of, like, you know, all of the old 80s action men, other than, like, Dolph Lundgren is in this one, but he's, like, a joke character. He's a sniper who needs prescription glasses, and that's about it. 50 Cent is in this movie for some reason. Has he been relevant in years? When was the last time he dropped an album? And it's not like his character does anything other than he's here now. He's a guy. He shoots people. Megan Fox is in this movie. She plays Jason Statham's girlfriend, and also she's a member of the Expendables. And her writing is like, it's writing a line where either she's supposed to be the most unlikable person you've ever met, or she's a good and noble person who just uses tough love sometimes. And I will give you 3 guesses as to whether Megan Fox is talented enough to ride that line. The original idea of the Expendables was to have an Avengers-style bringing together of all the 80s action men, but all the 80s action men are like dead or retired. And so all you've got is Stallone and Statham's not an 80s action man, he's a more modern action man. So all this ends up being is a Jason Statham vehicle with a supporting cast of has-beens. Like I said, if you want to see that, if you want to see Jason Statham with a cast of Mega lols, just go see Meg 2 with better VFX. Don't see this. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm trying to get my channel monetized, so your view means a lot. Don't forget to toss me a like and subscribe and ring the bell. I stream every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, so catch me live and join in on the convo. You can find all my socials in the description below, and thank you to all my patrons, with a very special shout out to my Whale Shark tier patron Ryan D and my Anemone Friend tier patron Piftle Cakes. Your support means the world. Catch you next time.